Hey, it's Bruce. I want to give you some information on the Schmidt Lake and Larch Lane discussion that's been going on. There's been a lot of concern over the fact that there's way too much gravel and sediment that's washing into the lake, and really it comes down to the very simple fact that there's just too much water that flows down Larch Lane, and then there's too little of a curb, and so the water just washes right in. Now, if you look out there to the left and above, I've actually taken an underwater video, which if somebody wants to see that, I can certainly locate that. That actually shows that the gravel is washing out as much as about 75 feet. Now, I'm sure it actually flows beyond that, but it's very visible out about 75 feet. And in this video, you can see clearly how much water is flowing over and how it's making those ruts. And then you can see out there to the a little further out, you can just see how it's changed the color of the water even from this angle. And ultimately, it's just the continued cost of having to repair that and the sediment going in. Now, this shows where the public access is, and the water flows down Larch Lane coming from up near 47th. And right about here, there is actually one drain, but in my opinion, is that the problem is that there's not a drain closer. If there was a drain right about here, right before it hit the public access, I think it'd be very effective and it would solve our problem. That's just my opinion. Now this is from Google Earth, so you can see there's the curb that is just a flat curb, and then way up there is that the run where it comes all the way down there, washes in, washes over, and then there is a drain further down to the right down there, probably I would guess it's 150, 175 feet. So those are kind of the issues that we're seeing there. Now this is something else I wanted to point out. This is the rain garden, as you can see right here on the corner of 45th and Larch, with the catch basins. And by the way, those catch basins, I've talked to the installers and the maintenance guys on those, and they just break all the time. And I think somebody needs to look at those. If I don't think our association paid for them, but if we did, it was a waste of money. That was a tennis ball sitting there, and this is what I'm showing is the fact that the water, from my understanding of the way these water gardens were supposed to be designed to work, is the water would flow down the curb, and then right there the water would flow into the the depressed area, the hole back behind there, and that's where the water would be held. It doesn't work. The water flows right on by, and it's because the apron, or whatever you would call it, is not low enough. And so right here is the second spot. The water just flows right on by, and unless I misunderstand how they work, these things are not designed right. Now this is on the other side, 45th and Larch, and watch how much water is flowing, and it doesn't even go in to that area that in my opinion the water is supposed to be going down into that area back there and then settling out, and there's almost no water that was going in there. And so you look at how much water is flowing. This is not even a big rain event. All that water is flowing, none of it's flowing back into the rain garden. So I think some work needs to be done on these. There you go.